Welcome to USBhole, the podcast where we talk out of our asses. I'm Chill.
And I'm a raccoon.
And today we're going to be talking about our vision boards for 2023. What are our goals? What do we want to do? She wants to be a raccoon, apparently. For those who can't see it, if you're just listening, the child is a raccoon right now.
In San Francisco.
And I have a giant mess behind me because I'm packing to go to Illinois, so I apologize for those looking.
I tried to move my head out of the way and showcase with my hands, but this raccoon has no hands. Sorry.
Oh, he has a sick hoodie though.
This is gonna make for a great promo.
So what did you do when you were creating your vision board? What did you think about?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay, cool.
The vision was it for just 2023?
Well, that's what I was basically asking. Are you doing just 2023? Is this life goals, bucket list type situation?
Step in between.
Okay. I have to pull up my Pinterest board. I made a Pinterest board for this, which is very 2010 of me. But do people still use Pinterest on a regular basis?
I think they do, at least for planning stuff, because you wouldn't believe the amount of brides that come to me with some ugly ass shit off of Pinterest that they found, thinking that you can just make that with fresh flowers because somebody made it with silk flowers and then dyed them a different color.
I do. Oh my God, what is happening with my Pinterest? I do have a wedding board, but none of it has real or fake flowers in it, so we're good. I won't annoy you. Oh, just kidding. There is a flower. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyway, so I made my vision.
I don't know my login for my Pinterest, but I do know that there's a bunch of something with food and then a whole thing that's just pictures of Rob Lowe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was with you on the food and then you lost me. Lost me on the Rob Lowe. That's funny. I'm probably not going to talk about any of my other boards because I haven't even looked at them, but they're probably embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't expect you to.
I will start with one of the things I have found on my vision board. And for mine, they're all 2023 goals. So I can't think too far ahead or I won't do it. So this is strictly 2023, preferably first half of 2023 as soon as possible. I want to start streaming and mostly video games and maybe other stuff. I don't know yet. It depends on if I get any viewers whatsoever. But once I get back from Illinois in February, I'm probably going to try and start streaming.
And we talked about that before. Do you want to tell people where you're streaming or no? Do you want a private, separate from this? You don't want them to find you, or?
I don't care. I'll be streaming on Twitch. Currently, my name is Sarah Slay, and Slay is spelled not like SLAY, but SL. Oh no, I don't know how to spell. SLEIGH. Yeah.
Yeah. And
so if you want to follow me, go for it.
And check out her avatar. Or is that what it's called? What's it called over there?
A
photo?
You could say PFP maybe. I don't know. Oh. I don't know what Twitch calls it.
Oh. Check out her picture on there. I drew it. It's fabulous.
It is really fabulous.
I drew it. I drew it with my finger in Snapchat. So we're talking quality here, folks. Check it out.
You can commission her. Give them your email. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Just hit me up on Twitter and I'll do it that way. So I respond to everything.
The child Twitter?
Yeah, the child's Twitter. And we'll do whatever. You love the style. It's quality work. Are we going like back and forth or?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I would add onto mine. See, I'm really disappointed this isn't a visual thing and I couldn't like cut stuff out of a magazine and glue it to something.
I know. When I was doing this, I was
That's why I didn't
thinking
want to
like
do it.
how back in like the early 2000s and stuff, you would get magazines like Cosmo or 17 and you could just cut it. Did people get Cosmo back then? Because we might have been too young.
Yes. But
I think I had it then.
People still do that currently to make vision boards.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've seen some people that I know in real life share photos of them on Instagram, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I'm sure
so
there are some. I'm sure there are some apps now too, because I saw it coming back kind of as a trend. There's probably apps where you could take like clips of magazines and put it on a board, and I'm doing air quotes because it's not real, but
yeah,
I'm sure there's something like that.
I on my board I would have like a drawing pad as like the segue from the last thing, like to get a drawing pad. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I don't. And
have
I
you
really
practiced with your
try it
pen?
out. No.
Oh.
Not even one time. I just got like a cheap, like 15. It was on sale for like $16 or something like that, just to like try to get used to trying to draw digitally. Before investing into an actual drawing pad. But I
feel like that's
done
what I
much
do with everything. I get the cheap version of it first to see if I even want to do it, because I give up on stuff so quickly. Yeah. And that's probably why I was stuck with a shit saxophone for like 8 years, because we went with the cheap option. Then my mom didn't think I was going to stick with it. And then guess what? I did.
Well, because I'm just thinking like an Apple Pen alone. Like I'm not trying to spend over $100 on an Apple Pen if I don't actually want to commit to doing digital art. Because most of the stuff I do, I just use like a mouse and the laptop, but I just think it would be easier, or I can make better stuff faster if I use the pen. I mean, obviously I'm not trying to be like some famous like fucking graphic designer or like not even have it as a career. It's just something I like to do for fun. And that's the thing. I only like to do it on stuff that sparks my interest.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason to pay that exorbitant amount of money if it's not even going to end up working out.
Yeah. So I want to try with this one on the iPad first, and then I'll give it a shot on something else. But that's like on my, maybe sometime this year I'll get one.
That's a good idea. If you ever decide to try out your cheap one first.
Well, I've been very busy since I got it. I have not really had time, so.
Yeah, I get that. All right. My next one is to get rid of some of my clothing, which, okay, so half my vision board ideas, which is also something I stole from TikTok, are stolen from TikTok, because I'm obsessed with TikTok. That looked so creepy when you were yawning, the fox doing those things.
Oh, sorry.
So
I'm a tired fox.
I know,
I'm not a fox, I'm a raccoon.
Oh, yeah. I'm also blind. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So I want to cut my wardrobe at least in, like, we'll call it fourths, and take a fourth of it away. I already started this. I went through all of my dresses, tried them on, and put in a bag any of the ones that I absolutely hated or didn't fit me anymore. And so I'm starting a collection bag for donations, but I'm going to go through every section of my closet because there is just so much crap in there. And some of that I can probably guarantee you I haven't even worn in 10 years. And like some of them I never wore at all. So it's like why even have it if I'm not going to wear it? It's just taking up room, taking up hangers.
Downsize and declutter.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like Marie Kondoing my life at the
It feels so
moment.
good when you go through your clothes and like get rid of them. I do it on a regular basis though, because I fluctuate my weight so drastically, like basically yearly. And like, unless it's something I really like, I basically am constantly getting rid of everything and getting new stuff.
Well, you know me, I'm a hoarder. So, like, it's really hard for me to get rid of things. Like, even stuff that looked so ugly. I took some Snapchats and showed you some of the dresses I was trying on.
Yeah, that
Like,
one
some of
dress
that
was
stuff,
not the vibe.
so ugly. And it still was so hard for me to put it in the bag. And I still haven't gotten rid of the bag. So, who knows if that'll happen. But
Is it like sentimental, or you just can't get around to getting rid of stuff?
um, well, I am lazy, so it does take me a while to get rid of stuff, but it's just I get attached to stupid crap. So
Oh,
I don't know.
find comfort in it.
Yeah.
Is that a cat bookmark over there to your right?
Oh yeah, you could see more of my table now, which I hate because of this monitor. But yeah,
Oh,
aren't they cute?
cats. I want that white one on the end.
I want this little gray one with this cute pink nose.
Oh, the one between the white and black one looks like the one that we're living in my backyard that I took to the rescue. The moms from that.
Babies.
I rescued a baby raccoon one time and I really wanted to keep it, but my dog kept trying to eat it, so I had to find a home for it.
Oh no, you're people.
My people?
Yeah, you're a raccoon.
Oh, because I'm a raccoon. I see, I see. Um, yeah, we get raccoons here. Did I ever show you that video that I made when the raccoon was on the porch stealing all the cat food from the bowl
Yeah,
from when I was
that was
trying to catch the
funny.
cats? Yeah.
Raccoons do not care. They will get their grubby little hands and everything.
Yeah. And then make a mess of the water because they want to wash off the food. But I want them to
Did
come
you see
around.
that the cotton candy one? That was
Yes.
so sad.
It's very sad. Poor guy. They should have given it something else instead of just watching it. Cotton candy
Maybe
just
they
dissipate.
did. Maybe they did
So
after.
sad.
I would like to think that they did.
I want them to keep coming around and hanging out in my yard, but I want them to hang out only out back because my chicken coop's out front and I don't want them to go near my chickens because they're so smart. They can just open latches and shit. But just like, they just need to come hang out on the back porch, but not go near my chickens.
Yeah,
Like
I
the
don't think
bear.
you could have it both ways.
I know. I was trying to manifest a baby bear to come into my yard, but the same thing. I was like, but don't go near my chickens. Just come where I want you only. What else is on your vision board?
You didn't say your next one. That's what we've been waiting for this whole time.
The raccoons coming into my yard.
Oh, that's what you want.
No, not really
Like,
raccoons, but I mean I would love that. But no, I do wanna I finish rebuilding my chicken coop and get a couple more hens to go in there with them. Because I have space in the current size coop for one more hen, but I don't really want to introduce a new one by herself and then have her be like the outcast. So I think once I finish building the bigger coop, I'll probably get two of them so they're coming in at the same time. So they have like their little
they could be
pod and like their
BFFs.
protection. Yeah.
That'll be
Because I
cute.
don't want them to get bullied coming in by themselves. Because sometimes chickens will do that.
Aw.
Especially if they're babies. But they'll only be rescues. Like I won't buy them from the store. You know?
So they probably won't be babies then, right?
Right. They probably won't be. Unless somebody just randomly has a bunch of babies that need a new home.
But you still don't want to fight.
Yeah. I'd still want to have two of them. Or even three, but not just one.
Good plan.
When I got my goats, they were literally just like the second they could leave the mom, And I took both boys because they're pack animals, so they don't want to be by themselves. So I took both of them. But like the lady had way too many animals on that small property. And so it was two boys and a girl. So I called a friend of mine who already had goats and I was like, hey, come get this girl. So she took that one and I took the other two.
Making me want chickens.
And they were little baby goats and they were so cute.
I don't want goats. They headbutt you.
Not that hard. They're so cute.
Have you seen that video with the baby goats that like are jumping around the yard and the one is just like an a-hole and keeps jumping off of his brothers and sisters and like pushing them to the ground?
Yeah, they love to do that. They'll fucking hop all over each other like they're rocks and stuff.
It's so funny.
Especially little Nigis. They're so spastic.
Now I want to go. You've convinced me. I have zero land. I live in California and I never will have land, so RIP. All right, one of my next ones oh no, where'd Pinterest go? There it is. I want to try to read 100 books by the end of this year.
How many have you read? 18 or so days into this year?
I think 6.
You read 6 books?
I want to say
when
6.
the hell do you have time to read a book?
I don't. I'm up until like 2 a.m. The only problem with this, 7, I've read 7. The only problem with this is all the books that I currently own, I've already read. So this requires me buying more books or getting a library card, but I like owning the books because, again, hoarder. And one day I want to have a house with a library. And books are expensive. Yeah. So I have 93 to go. Buying 93 more books is at least going to be like $900. So
you need to find a store like I used to go to this one in Savannah and it would be basically books that were previously owned at a library and they were like 50 cents a piece and they were all in like perfect condition.
I was gonna say I like them to be like new looking because I don't know why. And I know I should reuse and recycle, and it's just different with books for me. I don't know why. Like I'll go to a thrift store all day and buy clothes, don't care. But I just can't bring myself to buy the books. Like I want them brand new. I don't know why.
See, I like the idea that like if somebody else already read it, then like it already has a story attached to the story. You know what I mean?
That's a good way to think of it. I was thinking that people pick their nose and then turn the pages.
Gross. Spray some Lysol and then put it in the room with the Lysol. Yeah.
Let me spray all over the paper books.
No, I didn't say spray the book. I said spray the room and then put it in the room.
That's not gonna work.
Sure will.
All right. Whatever. I just like new books. I don't know why. It's a bad habit, I guess. What's your next one?
I'm trying to finish also this gardening project that I've been working on that I keep starting and then I don't finish it. So everything just grows back. And then when I have the time, I just have to clear all of that back out again rather than continuing where I left off. Where I'm trying to redo the area of the yard where our fire pit is and make it more of like a patio. And then there's this really cool shaped tree that it kind of fell during one of the hurricanes, but it didn't actually uproot all the way. So it's still alive, but it grows like up out of the ground and then back down kind of towards the ground and then back up where all the branches come out with all the leaves on it. So it would make this really beautiful like backdrop for like a benched seating area.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
I've been trying to like build it over there, but like I said, every time I start, I don't finish it. And then I just have to like get back in there and recut down everything. Yeah. So that's one of the things that I'm going to attempt to try to finish this year. But so I'm going to call that a vision board item, but really they're just procrastination things that I need to check off my list.
I mean, a goal's a goal. Just because you keep procrastinating it doesn't make it less of a goal. And that would be sick, and I want pictures.
You have to remind me to take a before picture because when I do projects, I never remember to take the before.
I also forget, so I'm not going to be of any help. I literally always think about that. Like after I'm done with something or while I'm progressing through it, I'm like, shit, why didn't I take it before?
I did remember to take some before pictures for that dollhouse that I was working on.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't take any action shots, like videos, like while I was doing the painting or spraying, because, you know, while I'm in the middle of a project, I'm not thinking about my phone. So it's just a bunch of still frame photos. So I don't know how I'm going to do like the audio to talk during it because I was trying to make a video of it because it's kind of neat, like process, but it's going to be real half-assed.
Just do like a voiceover thing, like on TikTok or something.
But can you voice over just still frames?
I don't know.
Uh,
I've never tried doing it.
I'm not sure.
Me neither. We're technologically not inclined, so
yeah, not that kind of stuff. I'm almost done with that. Like everything's done. I just have to put it back together now. And I was gonna do it yesterday, but I still had such a bad migraine that I was like, I am not trying to deal with any of this.
does it come with like little inside pieces or would that be separate?
What do you mean?
Like, you know how I know it's not a Barbie dream house or anything, but you know how
It is a
sometimes they
Barbie
come
dream
with like,
house.
oh, it is?
It's a
I guess it just
1979 Barbie dream house.
I wasn't paying attention, obviously.
Oh. Yeah.
Does it come with like little beds and little stuff for the
Oh,
inside
like the
or
accessories? No,
yeah.
we don't. I don't have the accessories to it. I mean, my niece has like little accessories for inside a Barbie house, but not the original ones for this. So like the colors and stuff won't match. It'll just be whatever she
Oh.
puts inside it. I mean, she's almost 3, so I mean, she's not even 3. What is she gonna know if the accessories don't
Yeah,
match?
she's not gonna care.
Yeah.
She's not an interior designer 3-year-old.
If the project's done by the time this comes out, I'll give you the photo. You could put it in here so people can see
Okay.
it. Just the before and after, not all of the in-betweens.
Yeah. This will come out in 2 weeks from today, so you got time.
Don't rush me.
Says the people who procrastinate
Yeah.
everything.
Well, I have to get it done because she's coming over in a couple days, so I have to have it done before she comes over. But
When
she's
is
gonna
her
be so
birthday?
mad. May.
May, okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's almost 3 already.
I know, it's crazy.
I haven't even known you that long, and I feel like I've known her since she was born.
I know. Since she was thought out.
Yeah. Well, not no.
She was frozen, but
That's true, but I was not
yeah.
there for that.
No, you were not.
No. What is my next one? I've been in the process in 2022 of losing weight. And I'm down what, like, oh, math. I should have done this beforehand. I'm down a decent amount. So 52 pounds since May of 2022. And I'm like 20-ish pounds away from my goal at this point. So that's the goal of 2023 is to finish up. And I don't want to do it too fast because now that I'm at a lower weight, it's harder. You have to eat less and stuff. So I want to do it right. I don't want to do it too fast. So I'm giving myself till the end of 2023 to reach that goal and also like exercise more, try and get my heart rate up more. Just overall being healthy.
And safely maintain it without making yourself sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm eating more calories. I'm only losing about half a pound a week. So 20 more to go. That's 40 weeks. That should bring me to the end of 23.
Okay. This is slower, safer, healthier pace than saying,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
lose 28 pounds this week. Like some people
yeah.
just dive in too hard, too fast.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
it a little more drastically last year because I had a lot going on last year and I just wanted to kind of get it done. I wouldn't say I was doing it in an unhealthy way. I was just doing it faster. And when you're heavier, it's easier to lose weight than when you get closer to your goal weight. So I don't think I was being unsafe, but I definitely could have done it better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a realistic goal. Okay. I want to try to be more focused and organized. I don't know, does that count as like a vision board thing? But like I'm so much worse space cadetty right now than I have been in a long time, even though like I said, I'm horrible at like finishing a task that I start. If it's something that's important or needed, I will finish it. But if it's just like an extracurricular thing that I'm doing for myself, I never finish them. So I want to try to like plan and organize and set like limitations and say like, okay, if I'm going to work on this project, I have X amount of time to work on this project, or like allocate certain days and certain time for those days towards each project. That way I could even work on more than one project at a time. I have a tendency to start a project and then hyper focus on that one project, never finish it, and then do another one. So I think that if I schedule the time out better and maybe work on more than one at a time, I won't get bored of one and never finish it.
I wish I could tell you that it's going to work. But if
I
you're
mean,
anything like me,
99% chance it won't. Yeah. I also have so
like,
many day planners and I don't use any of them. So I've gotten better at putting stuff in my calendar. But when I put it in my calendar, like on my phone schedule, I can just, reschedule this task. It's so easy versus like when it's written down. But I'll probably still have the same problem. But I'm going to tell myself that I'm going to try.
my goal was to use the planner so that I could get to the goal of actually finishing tasks eventually, because I was having the same issue. Like I have a work calendar and I have like just a regular phone calendar, which I never use, but putting stuff in the calendar, I always just hit reschedule or I just leave it and like minimize it until I forget about it.
You've done
Um,
you've done a pretty good job at using the planner and actually writing in it.
well,
You've sent
I
me
don't know
multiple
if
photos of stuff you've put in it.
I don't know if there's anything on here like I shouldn't be showing. I'll just glance it real quick. So
The
this is
words
3
themselves are
days
blurry,
worth.
so
Okay. This is 3 days worth. And you could see where I cross stuff out. A lot of this, probably half of it is I had it for Monday, crossed it off, put it on Tuesday, crossed it off,
oh
put it on
no, you can't
Wednesday.
do that.
Yeah.
You have to
So
not
we're
cross it
working
off
on it.
Monday. You
Well,
have to leave it on Monday.
some of the stuff is for work, and if I'm not in work hours, then I can't go do it anymore. So it's got to move to the next day. But yeah, so that's how writing it down can still screw you over. So I'm still working on that.
Well, that's why I've kind of been forcing myself to use my calendar in my phone as like essentially like a scheduling app kind of. Because I remember like back in high school, I had a PDA. Do you remember those?
Yes, but I've never had one.
Like pre cell phones. Well, like rich people had cell phones, I think, at that time. But like we didn't have them in school, you know? And
Yeah.
my dad got me and my sister both like a PDA. And it had like two things. It was a schedule app, and then there was like a little notepad where you could write stuff down. That was it, you know? And I used to put stuff in that and like use it for scheduling, and it kind of was helpful for me. Um, So I feel like once I got away from that, then it was like all downhill. Because writing it down, I'm not doing shit.
Maybe you could find like a separate app that you actually like and would be willing to use. Like try a couple different free apps or something that schedule stuff for you, because I've used the apps in the iPhone that like come with it and I hate it. And I'll just like swipe away the notification and then bye, it's gone. It's gone for good.
See, I don't know. I feel like because it can set off multiple alarms, that it helps me to do it because I
Oh,
get
I would just
annoyed
have
by the
alarms
alarm.
going off all day. They will literally
No.
be going off until I go to bed.
Oh no, my gosh, that would drive me nuts. I don't like any kind of notifications, dots, sounds, anything coming from my phone.
Me
So
neither,
I'm
but I hate
constantly
doing
clearing that.
things more.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, so I would go turn it off like I do with my freaking alarm in the morning. My next thing is, it's kind of 2023, 2024 adjacent, but I want to plan it in 2023 so that I'm ready for it in 2024. I want to do a vacation, probably 2-week vacation where we drive up the coast and go up to Seattle and back.
I'll
And
take you
I
two
am
weeks
a,
just to get out of California.
yeah, I know. I'm like a super anxious, strict planner. So I feel like if I'm going to do that big of a vacation, I'll probably have to start planning it this year or it'll never get done.
Yeah, for
But
you, I think you would need it all like laid
yeah,
out.
I want to stop in like San Francisco, Northern
Oh, that's where I
California.
am right now.
I want to stop in Portland. And then we'll head to Seattle and obviously probably stop along the coast. I mean, it's a beautiful drive. It's obviously going to take longer going along the coast than just going like straight up, but
Mhm.
that's the fun of it.
I'm kind of like the opposite when it comes to planning a vacation. As long as I know where I'm going and what day I'm leaving, what day I'm coming back, I'm kind of just like whatever in between.
Nope,
Because
can't relate.
especially if there's other people involved, because like the second people start trying to make plans and then like everyone has to try to accommodate. So you're like, okay, well, we're gonna do this item on this day, but then you have to get every person like coordinated to do that, and it drives me
Why do you think
nuts.
I'm so fucking stressed right now? Because we're going to
I'm
be
just
in
like,
Illinois for
no.
like 6 days, and Saturday's the wedding. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we had to plan out like with each person to make sure people got off work and like had
Wait,
time to go
so
do stuff.
so you're leaving on a Friday and the wedding is not the Saturday after you leave? It's a whole week later?
No, it is the Saturday after I leave. We leave Friday, Saturday is the wedding.
Oh,
And
okay. I
then we
thought
have
you just said you
Sunday,
were gonna
Monday,
be there
Tuesday,
for 6
Wednesday.
days. Oh,
Five. About
I see.
five.
I see.
No, we leave on Thursday of next week. So we won't even be there next Saturday.
Oh. I was like, geez, you're gonna be gone way longer than I thought. It's gonna take forever to get the story.
No, because Eddie works on weekends. So Thursday he is off. So I figured we could come back on the day he is off so that he could go back to work because he doesn't get that
Yeah.
many days off.
So we're trying something for the listeners, and that is gonna try. I mean, obviously, we're gonna probably be talking to each other a little bit while Sarah's on her trip, but we're gonna try and like leave stuff to just only talk about when she gets back and we record another episode. So it'll be like one about her trip, but like to make it more organic, we're gonna try to have me not hear about this stuff until she gets back.
Yeah.
So
So that you can
we'll see
react
how
in
it
real
goes.
time. Yeah, you don't get to
Not
hear
too
shit
in
about the
time.
wedding. I'll
And
tell you
there's some
where I go
juicy
eat.
gas.
Yeah, there is. I'll tell you where I go eat. I won't tell you about it though.
Okay.
You don't get any pictures.
Can you save them to send me after you get
Yeah.
back? Yeah.
I usually
I only care about
save
the food.
like my trip Snapchats in like a little trip thing, like a group trip thing. I don't know what they're called. Folder. I don't know what Snapchat calls them. I don't really care.
All I
But
care
yeah,
about is what you eat in the table
I
after that.
also would like recommendations for eating up the coast because I do not eat seafood. So if anyone is a big child like me and knows any like coastal stuff that's really good that isn't seafood, hit me up
Up
because
the
it's
coast
gonna
of
be rough.
California.
Yeah,
Oh,
when I go on the Seattle trip.
yeah.
If you have any recs for
Um,
Illinois too, this is gonna come out after I'm already gone, so please don't.
but won't you be back there in a few months?
Yeah, but for like 2 days, and I don't get to choose where
Oh,
we go.
oh, boo.
Yeah.
Um, I've only ever been to Los Angeles when I went to California, so I can't help you out with um, Rex
Coastal
in
stuff.
other parts.
Have you
Yeah.
been to like Oregon or Washington?
No.
Oh, never mind then.
Some of the few places that I have not been in the US. Well,
Well, come
states,
on the
not
trip.
places.
I'm planning it now.
I can't
You've
come
got
on that
over a
trip.
year. Why?
I can't because I can't go there and also go to Bojo's.
Oh yeah, I'm also planning on going to Colorado sometime so I can get Bojo's.
Oh,
And Casa Bonita's opening back up in a couple months. So
where's that?
Colorado.
Oh,
You don't know the South Park joke? Casa Bonita?
not off the top of my head. No, sorry.
You've never been there?
No.
Well, we gotta go. It's opening back up in May.
All right. Well, if it's still open whenever we make it there.
Okay. Deal. Do you have any more on your list?
No, but now I would just like my words are escaping me. I'm such a linguistic. Like now can't even think of that word. Um, I'm gonna like I don't know if these things count. Like I don't know what the fuck goes on a vision board.
Whatever the fuck you want, it's your
So
vision.
I have more tattoos on my vision board, which I do have a few appointments already this year for more. So tattoos, yeah, more tattoos. Tat me up, bam.
I would also like more tattoos. I forgot. I can't believe I forgot to put that on my vision board. I think for my birthday, I'm gonna ask Eddie to get me a tattoo.
What? Or is it a surprise?
I don't know yet. I do want to do that ghosty thing with the little cat. And then I also want to do the Avatar The Last Airbender signs on my leg, but that's going to be kind of expensive, so I don't
Will
know
these be
yet.
big? Oh no, where'd I go?
No, they're not going to be you keep disappearing, it's fine. They're not going to be big. It's just a lot of watercolor and stuff, so
Oh.
a little more intricate than like just my black and white ones.
Oh. Oh, this is totally unrelated to tattoos, but it literally just popped into my head. One of our listeners, one of our listeners messaged me this morning to tell me that they needed to make sure that we knew there is no ketchup in Big Mac sauce. And I was like, I do know that. Apparently, when we were talking about food in that episode, our what is it called? The food drafts episode. We were talking
Mm-hmm.
about Big
I
Mac
know exactly what
sauce.
you're talking about. I don't really care. It still tastes like
Yeah.
ketchup.
So they were just making, they're like, there's no ketchup in that. And I was like, I know there's no ketchup in it. Mustard,
But
mayonnaise.
everything in McDonald's still tastes like ketchup.
Oh, yes. And it smells like ketchup too.
Yeah. That was,
That distinct McDonald's ketchup smell. Ugh.
I talk out of my ass.
Yeah,
I
again.
don't know if it had ketchup in it. I just assume because it's like a Thousand Island type thing.
I'm gagging over here. I'm a raccoon who doesn't like ketchup.
I don't know if raccoons usually do have like ketchup. I
Probably
don't think
not.
they discriminate. I'm sure they'll eat anything.
As long as I can wet it first.
You
like
wet
cats.
ketchup.
Gross. The funny thing is we're
I'm
laughing at two
disgusted.
different things.
Yeah,
Oh, wet
but
ketchup.
I'm
That
more
probably
grossed out
sounds
than
gross too.
I guess it's because of the umami flavoring of both ketchup and the Big Mac sauce that makes it kind of have a similar feel. I don't know.
I wonder if McDonald's sells a candle that's just McDonald's scent. It smells
Oh,
like
I'm sure.
gross ketchup and hamburger buns.
That would be the worst candle fucking
It would be
ever.
disgusting. I got a
Oh
candle
man.
in a I went to a baby shower this past weekend and I won 2 of the 3 games because I'm just a baby shower master. But I was nice and I gave my second gift to the second place winner. But in my little prize bag, there was like a really cute coffee mug. It was like a hand painted, like, I don't know, pottery type coffee mug, not just like a Dollar Tree one, you know?
Yeah.
2 different types of flavor syrup for coffee, a mini bottle of Bailey's. Oh, they were like mini bottle size, which I've never seen, and they're so cute because I like everything tiny.
That
A
sounds
mini
super
bottle,
cute.
yeah, a mini bottle of Bailey's, a mini bottle of espresso, something or other. I don't know what the brand was. Just basically, I'm assuming just like one espresso shot, but in a mini bottle. I don't know. And then a bag of coffee grounds, like vanilla flavor or something. I don't remember what the flavor was, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
A 90% cacao coffee chocolate bar. I ate one little piece of it so far. It was so good. And a little candle that it's very aesthetically pleasing the way it looks. And it's like little glass jar with its lid. And it smells
Damn, girl,
like
you made
it's
out.
called fresh brew. This is all from one. This is just from bringing a fucking pack of diapers.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So like I said, I was nice and gave the second bag to somebody else, even though I won that game. But the other one was an actual game and I won it because I got them all right and no one else got them all right. So I was like,
You're so
okay,
smart.
somebody else. Nobody even got almost all of them right. Like there was like 2 below me. So whatever. But anyway, the candle smells so fucking good. Like if I had
I
a
thought you were
penis,
gonna
I'd
say
probably stick
bad.
my dick in it.
Oh
No, so
God, what the fuck?
like that's how good it smells. It smells like you want to fuck it.
Have you tried eating it?
No, I didn't because I don't. I'm
Okay.
positive it doesn't taste
Just make it sure.
like it smells.
Did I ever tell you the story of when I ate candle wax?
No,
Oh, well, I ate candle wax once.
as a kid or an adult.
I want to say I was definitely a kid, but I want to say that I was a kid like old enough that should have known better than to eat candle wax. And I was with my sister-in-law's brother, and we were like, it was those little beads you use to like make candles.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, we started like chewing on them because they were fun to chew on. And then I read toxic on the bag and we started like flipping our shit and freaking out. And now people still make fun of us to this day for that.
Were you swallowing them or just chewing on them?
Chewing on them, I think. I don't remember if we actually swallowed any of it, but toxic, like I don't want that in my mouth.
I wonder.
So.
I always kind of wondered. I mean, when I say I always kind of wondered, this is like one of those things that you just kind of think about, but you would never try it because it's really dumb. But like in the thought process of eating candles, like what if you swallowed candle wax when it was melted, which obviously would have to be super hot, so you'd probably burn your whole mouth anyway. But And then like because your insides are wet, does the candle wax stay wet or does it solidify and then it would just like coat your whole esophagus with like dried candle wax?
This is something you've been wondering for
A little
like
bit,
more
but
than 2 seconds.
a little bit, but mostly just right now. Like, what do you think? Because you know how some stuff stays wet because the inside of your body is wet.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I don't think wet or dry determines if it solidifies. I think it's heat. So, and heat alone. So I think it would solidify either before it went down your throat or like during the process.
Like, would the inside of your body just be like one of those set of wax lips? You know those candies?
Yeah, I think it would just, I mean, I think once it solidifies, it'll just go through your body like normal.
And then could you just like cough it out and it's just like in the shape of your esophagus?
Ew,
Like sword
what the fuck is
swallowers?
wrong with you, man? This raccoon is nuts.
Deep thought. That's why I said these are things that you don't tell other people about, just you and the listeners. I love
Intrusive
my fucking
thoughts.
rocker. I'm insane. I'm just like, I'm out there today. I should change
Should
my
we
background
be-
to outer space.
Should we be the people who like try out different intrusive thoughts and see how bad they really are? We might die. Never mind.
Would we like, okay, so just in case any of our listeners are amongst the people who were like, let's eat laundry pods, you know, since a couple people did that. So the world was
Specifically
like, no,
Tide Pods.
everybody did that. Everybody did it, not just some people. Fake news. Don't try to swallow candle wax, whether it's hot or cold or liquid or solid. Okay, don't do it.
I literally
Don't be
just said
coming
it
back
says
at us.
toxic on the bag. Do not put anything toxic in your mouth. And don't put
take our
non-toxic
advice.
things in your mouth if it's not supposed to be there either. So
Just put food in your mouth.
yeah, only food and only if you're not allergic.
Don't take advice from us. We're not doctors or lawyers or scientists, and we definitely don't have money, so you can't sue us. So you're not getting anything.
You'll get nothing. I can't even buy a house, dude. I did pay off my car though, so
I can't even buy an
that,
Apple Pen.
I have an iPhone 11.
My car's not paid off, so you don't even want it. There's a payment on there.
My car's paid off, but it smells like smoke, so.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, that's how I get people not to come into it.
Mine has a teeny tiny little dent by the gas store because 4 days after I bought it, some lady fucking backed into me in a parking lot and took off.
That's the worst.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even see it, but oh my God, I cried so hard.
Part of the handle on my door fell off because my mom and brother, I don't know what the fuck they did to it, but now it looks like someone tried to break into my car even though no one did.
You can replace that. I have faith in you because I replaced mine on my old Camry.
The problem is they don't know where the piece went.
Yeah, just order a new door handle, I mean.
I don't want to replace the whole door handle. It's literally the piece of plastic that goes around the lock.
Oh.
It's like a 1x1 square piece. I do not care about that.
Oh. Yeah, fuck that.
It looks ugly, but if I could find it, I could just pop it right back on. But I'm thinking since they didn't find it, that it probably fell on the ground and just fucked right off.
Let's just find you one online and you can just glue it back on there.
Or I could just go to a junkyard and find a Honda Civic because there's 9 million out there and take one.
Yeah, but then you'd have to go to it. I was just thinking if you did it online, you could just get it shipped to you from a junkyard.
That's true. I don't know. I didn't know if junkyards shipped.
Yeah, some salvage yards will ship stuff to you.
That's kind of nice. Good to know. I wish I knew that with my old car because that car was missing hella pieces. Like pieces just kept falling off that fucking thing.
We're
like, okay.
You're just driving down the road and something's falling off.
Dude, the window was breaking, like the device that rolls up and down the window, the mechanics of it were breaking. And all of a sudden it just gave out and the window fell into the door and shattered.
Oh no.
We had to take the whole door apart just to pick all the glass out of it.
Ugh.
And then, of course, we broke some of the door pieces because they were all the shittiest plastic pieces I've ever seen in my life. That whole car was made out of plastic. I guarantee it.
What kind of car was it?
Pontiac.
A Pontiac. Do you know what kind?
I had this car for 10 years and now I'm completely blanking. Grand Am. Pontiac Grand Am.
Oh, Grand Am. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what Brandy drove when we were in high school.
Well, it was an 01, so probably the same fucking year too.
No, because 01, she would have been no, because it was an old ass car when she got it. So it was probably like a 90, 89, 90.
No, they don't make them anymore. And mine is it's probably squared up into one of those little squares, smush.
Yeah.
Because I got hit by another car.
Ooh. Ouch. And it totaled it?
Yeah, it totaled it only because it was worth like next to nothing. We got like maybe $2,000 for it.
Dang. That stinks.
Yeah. He like crushed the driver's side door and I moved my arm like this. Otherwise my arm would have been crushed in the door. But I saw him coming in my mirror, so saved my arm.
So you tensed up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the worst.
I know. I saw him coming and I was like, God fucking damn it, and moved my arm and then got hit.
Oh. Well, at least your arm wasn't there, but not the worst. And then you're just like stuck there and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. I mean, my car drove still. So there was like a little strip mall right next to where he hit me. So I actually got my phone. I was sitting in the middle of the road. Like my car was obviously turned because I got hit. I was turning left and I got hit on the driver's side. So I was still in the left position. So I was taking up like 2 lanes and he started driving. So I got my phone out because I was like, I need to call the cops right now because if he's driving away, I need to get his license or his license plate. So I took my phone out to start calling the cops and he finally turned and like got off the road. But this lady came up to me and she's like, you need to get out of the road. I was like, nah, fuck that. I need to call the cops. Like, I'm not letting this guy get away and then I have to pay for all this damage. Are you kidding me? People could go around me. It's fine. But then he turned into the strip mall. So I got my car off the road.
Oh, good. Accidents are the worst.
Not my fault, even though he told the cop that I was on my phone and that's why I was just sitting there. He thought I was just sitting there, so he was trying to go around me and I was like, I clearly had my blinker on.
Slammed into you?
Yeah, I clearly had my blinker on. He thought that I was just like sitting on the side of the road and I was like, no, I was sitting there with my blinker on waiting for a car to come before turning because I can't turn if there's a car right there in the other lane. And he was like, well, she was on her phone. I was like, I was on my phone after the accident because I was calling the fucking cops. Idiot. So he was in a work van. So I think he just didn't want to get in trouble. But he did.
Just like own up. Like when you do something and it's your fault, just like own up. I was driving to work one time. I was like 20 or 21. And the car that I had at the time was kind of a piece of shit. And it had a problem with the idle oxygen sensor. So sometimes instead of like, it should have idled around like 1100 RPMs. But sometimes it would just like drop below. And if it went below 1000, the car would stall. So I was sitting at a red light one time. And it was like on the street that my house was on. Like this house that I rented, and I was sitting at a red light and I had my foot on the brake and everything, and the fucking car stalled out and the car rolled into the car in front of me.
Oh no.
And I got out and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My car just stalled out. It just rolled right into you. The guy was super, super nice. There was no scratch on his car. So he was like, I hope you have a better day. Hopefully you can afford to get that fixed sometime soon. But it was
Yeah,
only a
if someone's
problem,
gonna be like
yeah,
super nice and
yeah,
apologetic, like obviously the damage to my accident was so bad that we had to call the cops and put it into insurance because there was no way I could afford to fix that out of pocket. But like
yeah,
I was coming out of my mom's house once and some kid just, we don't have stop signs in my mom's neighborhood except for at like the very beginning. So everyone's driveway kind of just comes out into this road and there's no stop signs, but it's just like you're assumed to stop. And so I was going down this road and someone was coming out of the driveway and didn't stop. And because it's a driveway for like multiple houses, they're townhomes. And so he tapped me. He slammed on the brakes when he saw me coming, but he did tap me and he was like super nice. He was kind of young. He started like crying and he was like,
yeah.
I am so sorry. And I was like, dude, this car's a
Yeah,
piece
but
of
wasn't
shit.
like,
I don't
oh, it's
care.
your fault. Yeah, he owned up
Yeah.
for it to it, and that's what
Yeah.
matters.
And I was like, this car is already a piece of shit. Maybe if it was a nicer car, I'd call the cop or yeah, I'd call the cops, but like, I don't care. And he was super nice and
Yeah,
it was fine.
exactly.
I was like, Merry Christmas.
Well, we did what we normally do, and we got pretty off topic.
Oh yeah.
And
What
I
was
just
our
realized
topic?
what time it was. Vision board. So our vision board for 2023 is for other people to be better at driving.
Yes. Oh, I only have one more on mine. I could do it real quick.
Okay.
My last one is to get a job in the industry that I'm trying to get a job in, which I won't give really any more detail.
Interesting. No, I know, but listeners don't need to know yet. They can mind their
I
own.
don't,
We're not that open with our listeners as of now.
and I just don't want to jinx anything because I've been having some real bad luck this past year with that regard. So I'm finally getting like callbacks and stuff, and I don't want to get myself too excited over nothing. So we'll see. You know who still hasn't emailed me, so blacklisted. I don't care anymore.
2023, the year of the new job, new career path.
Yeah. More money, hopefully.
I would like more money. I like money.
Yeah. Can 2023 just be the year of money?
That'd be nice.
That would be
Can
nice.
we get it
Let's
without
win
having
the
to work
lottery.
for it?
Yeah, we won the lottery.
I keep seeing this TikTok where this guy's like, please stop trying to be influencers. We need more electricians. And but they're all like stitches to it. And the one guy's like, I am an electrician, but I'm trying to be an influencer, and then makes it a joke about electric. I'm like, how do we just stumble into the influencer field where you just like get money to basically not have to do anything? I mean, I realize some of them do things, so don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying, but like, I guess you have to spend you can't have a job because your job is doing that, but the only way to do that is to quit a job. But like, how do you have the money in between?
I was thinking about it because I would want to be an influencer if I could. But I was like, dude, doing that is almost more work than doing my actual job because
Yeah.
I'm the one that has to do every fucking thing.
It's 24/7.
Yeah, you don't stop. And if you see an opportunity, you got to take it. It's more of a grind than my job.
Just need to like get an inheritance or something, but not from someone who dies, because I also don't want somebody to die just for me to get money.
I don't know anyone who has money anyway, so people dying or living isn't gonna help.
I'm just gonna find a rich spouse. I don't even care if I like them or not. Just give me your money. I couldn't do that. I couldn't last 10 seconds.
The child is now sugar baby.
Sugar baby raccoon face.
Oh God! On that note,
Jinx.
Let us know what your visions are for 2023. Maybe we've inspired you. Probably not. Don't bank on it. But hit us up at Chill and Child on on Twitter. That's what it's called. USBhole on Facebook.
Yeah. Fill us in.
And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.